Today we're going to talk about the time Anakin was sent on a meditative retreat because of the Jedi sensing his mind was very clouded, and of course this was because of Padme. Now in the Star Wars audiobook Clone Wars, Stories of the Light and Dark, it is revealed that the Council did indeed send Anakin on a meditative retreat to clear his mind. This is not seen on screen, but it comes in between Season 3, Episode 7 of the Clone Wars, Assassination, and Season 1, Episode 2, 22, Hostage Crisis. Now, if you don't know, the Clone Wars were actually not released in chronological order. You can find the order online, and I recommend doing a rewatch in chronological order. And before we continue, hello everybody, this is the Star Wars Galaxy YouTube channel. Please do consider leaving a like, subscribing. It helps grow this daily Star Wars community. It's been a lot of fun lately. Let's get into today's story. Now, to start, Anakin was talking with Padme in her office, remembering his love for her, but also remembering how he was off-world recently, during yet another assassination attempt on her life. In this assassination attempt, Ahsoka had stopped Aurra Sing just in time, but Anakin was still beyond frustrated that he was not there. Here's actually 30 seconds or so of Anakin expressing that as he was off-world, helping settle a dispute somewhere else.
His wife is a hard worker, sitting at her Senate desk. His wife. He bites his cheek to hold back a smile. Just the thought of Padme works to quiet the buzzing that's always in the back of his head. That buzzing has only gotten louder since Ahsoka thwarted an assassination attempt on Padme's life. He can't help obsessing about how he should have been there. After one too many close calls, Obi-Wan and the Council recognized Anakin's distraction, even if they didn't know the cause, and sent him on a meditative retreat. Eyeing Padme again, he grins.
Anakin's mind was clearly a mess, and the Jedi could actually sense it. To me, this is just another example of the Jedi not truly understanding how to treat Anakin. They sensed he was disturbed, or conflicted with something, but instead of truly trying to find out what was going on with Anakin, they sent him on a retreat. Anakin was different than all the Jedi. Started training at a later age, was more emotional, had attachments. The Jedi could sense these things, but chose to settle it in the traditional Jedi ways, which I think was a mistake. Sending him on a retreat where, he's just going to go think to himself about Padme. He's obviously not going to leave her. It's very Jedi Council of them. Now, before Anakin could actually go on the retreat, he had to deal with the events of the episode in Hostage Crisis, where Cad Bane and his crew lock down the Senate, and Anakin has to save some senators without his saber. I believe Anakin was then sent on the retreat right after, which wouldn't have actually done him much good, as I mentioned. He was frustrated because of Padme. That wasn't getting resolved on a retreat. It's the Jedi Council, the arrogance. Their dealings with Anakin just were never a success. Now, on the whole topic of meditative Jedi retreats, how would that take place? Where would it take place? We don't have a lot of information about it, but I did do some research, and the planet I think Anakin would have been sent to is a planet called Gadalenta. Now, we don't see any of it on screen. We don't ever actually see it. We don't know much about the planet, but we do know from where we can get the information. It was a warm, uncommonly tranquil planet located in the core worlds, famous for its tea and its poetry and its meditative retreats. Basically, its tranquility. This was found on Wikipedia. This planet was talked about quite a bit in the New Republic era of books and other things like that. So, Gadalenta, where Jedi would go for retreats. It was in the Galactic Senate, this planet, for over 20 years, and it was extremely friendly to Jedi. And this is what I have to imagine is the type of planet Anakin would have been sent to. But yeah, that's kind of just the quick story of Anakin being sent on a Jedi retreat, the Council trying to help him but not knowing how or not really caring enough, and trying to help him as a traditional Jedi, rather than treating Anakin differently, because he was different. He was, him and Padme had the relationship. He dealt with not being there when she was almost assassinated, and his mind was troubled. Jedi sent him on a retreat. Likely didn't do him much good. What do you think of this? What do you think of how the Jedi treated Anakin in general? I'd love for you to let me know. Leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe. and I'll see you in the next video.